weighted average. Okay. Yes, guys, everyone please have a look into this technique, whatever I'm going to solve, because weighted average is going to take little more calculations, which will include multiplication, division, as well as the addition also, because we are going to use N1, A1, N2, A2 divided by N1 plus N2. That's for two parts, right? So if I'm going to look into the weighted average, I can say weighted average can be taken as N1 A1 plus N2 A2 divided by N1 plus N2, where the ratio N1 by N2, if I'm going to alter this, rearrange this, I'll get it as A2 minus A divided by A minus A1. So you have to remember these two formulas to tackle any problem on weighted average. But yes, when it comes to formula, we will not go through this. Will not solve using formula. We always try to tackle the problem with the shortest possible way, but formula is not the shortest possible way always, right? We can try solving through understanding. Yes, if you want, I'll try to solve one or two problems using a formula as well as using the technique, whatever I'm going to say. You compare yourself and you solve it. I can bet you any problem on weighted average which has two mixing parameters. Please understand, two mixing parameters, you can solve it with a speed of maximum time taken can be 30 seconds. Maximum time, I'm telling. Minimum time, it starts with 5 seconds. Just by looking at the question, there will be a chances to answer the question. Okay. Time starts from 5 seconds to 30 seconds. If you're very slow in writing those things, yes, of course, it will take 30 seconds. And if you're very fast, hardly 10 to 15 seconds, you can answer the problem. Any problem on weighted average. It might be given in terms of age, it might be given on percentage, it might be given on ratio, it might be given in decimal point, it might be given in concentration. No problem, you can solve it. Clear? Yes, let's look into the problem here. Yes, I'll be taking out two different cases. One is using the formula, other one is using the trick. But whatever the technique I'm going to tell you now, that is nothing but line method. I'll take out some simple scenarios. Let us assume that I have got two types of tea powder 1 and tea powder 2. The average, or I can say that the rate of tea powder 1 is 40 rupees per kg and rate of tea powder 2 is 60 rupees per kg. Okay. Yes, I just don't want to involve any more stories in that, so that I can go more depth into the concept and try to solve the more number of actual problems. I don't want to involve what if this is the case. No, I'll just take out the problem here. Let us focus more in depth of this line method. Okay. T1 is 40 rupees per kg, T2 is 60 rupees per kg. And let us assume that you have 40 kgs of T1. How many kgs you have? You have 40 kg of T1 and you have got 60 kg of T2. If you're going to mix these two quantities, 40 kg of T1 and 60 kg of T2, what will be the average rate if you're going to combine those two things? 40 rupees per kg, 40 kg, 60 rupees per kg, 60 kg. If you're going to mix it, will it be 50? No. Please understand, it will be 50 when the quantity is same. When these quantities are same, this average will be exactly at the center. Please understand, when the quantity is same, average will be exactly at the center. Yes, this is the question. They're asking what is the average. Yes. Now look here. If you're going to use formula, I can say weighted average equals to N1A1, which is nothing but 40 into 40, plus N2A2, which is nothing but 60 into 60, divided by 14 plus 60. Guys, I have taken very simple numbers so that it will be easy for you to understand. Let us assume like they have given 25 kg, or let us assume like they have given 36 kg and the rate of each kg is 28 rupees. Just think about the multiplication. 36 into 28. Who is going to do and when you're going to do it? Again, 2-digit number into 2-digit number, 2-digit number into 2-digit number divided by some other 2-digit number. Think about the calculation. Okay. Yes, 4, 4, 10, 16. I can say it is 1600 plus 6, 36, which gives 3600 divided by 100. So I can say 46 plus gives 5200 divided by 100. I can say the value is 52 rupees. So this is when This is when we are going to solve through formula. This is very simple number I have taken. What if you have taken difficult number? What if you have taken like T1 rate is 38 rupees and you have 28 kg. T2 rate is 48 rupees and you have got some 22 kg. At that time I can say your problem will go difficult, right? Yes. Now at that time also you can apply this line method trick. So please understand the same thing you're going to write for all the types of weighted average problem. What is the condition? Yes, you need to have two different sets. When you have two different sets, you can solve it. Three different sets, yes, of course, the thing will be more. Majority of the time, you will be getting only two different sets here. Okay. Yes, please look here. You're going to draw a line. What is this? This is I can say like a normal line or a number line where you're going to write down the values in ascending order. Now look here, 40 rupees is the first quantity. Second quantity is 60 rupees. Minimum value, maximum value. I have written it. Whatever the average, can I say average should be somewhere in between? Yes. When you're going to mix 60 rupees per kg tea powder with 40 rupees per kg tea powder, of course your rate will never be below 40. It will never be here. It will never be above 60 also. It should be somewhere in between. This is the hint we know. Now, what is that they have told? Look here, this is the value you have to write. In the number line, always you have to write the value. If they have given the average, write it in between. Next thing, they have given the quantity. Quantity, write it here. 40 rupees per kg, how much kg? 40 kg. Second, 60 rupees per kg, 60 kg. So always take down the ratio of quantity. What is this ratio? 4:6. Or can you say 2:3? 2:3 is the ratio. Right? Is it clear till here? So what I have done here, I have just written the data what is given in the question. I have not even started to solve. Yes, now look here. Now when the average is not given, please listen to it. When the average is not given, what you do is you take down the sum. 2 plus 3 is 5. This is 5 parts. 5 parts is equals to the total difference. Can you see total difference is 20? 5 parts is equals to 20. Now what I want is you can take out either 2 parts or you can take out 3 parts. Which one you want to take? I always prefer taking the ratio of the right side. So I'll try taking out this one. What about 3 parts? 5 part is 20, 1 part will be 4. So of course 3 part will be 12. So what I'll do is, this is 3 part. This right side ratio will always have its effect on the left side, and left side ratio will always have its effect on the right side. Getting it? So what is this? I have got 12. This gap is nothing but 12. So 40 plus 12 is what? 52. Is it your answer? Yes, some people might say, sir, what if I want to take it through left-hand side ratio? Yes, always you're welcome. If you're going to take out left side ratio, what you have to take? You have to take 2 parts. 5 part is 20. 1 part is 4. What is 2 part? 2 part is 8. Yes, take down this. 2 part is 8. Take it here. Here you have 60. Before 8 gives again 52. That is also satisfying. Any ratio you take, that is fine. It will always satisfy. Getting it? Why I always prefer right side? Because right side value will be added to the lowest number. Addition is easy than subtraction. That's why I'm preferring it. If you want, you can go out with subtraction also, no problem. Okay guys, look here. I've taken 3 different sets. One is the rate, second one is the quantity, and third one is the average. I have told you how to tackle when the average is not given. Next, I'll let you know how to take out the quantity when average and rate is given. I'll take out P1 is 40 rupees, P2 is 60 rupees. Okay, and now the average is 45 rupees per kg. 45 rupees. In what ratio these has to be mixed? Yes, if you're going to use the formula, of course you need to remember one more formula, or you can use weighted average. That is nothing but N1 by N2 equals to A2 minus A divided by A minus A1. If you're going to interchange this up and down, your answer will go wrong. Remembering is very, very important. A2 is how much? 60 minus 45 divided by 45 minus 40, which will give out 15 divided by 5. I can say the answer is 3:1. They have to mix in the ratio of 3:1. This is after applying the formula, after substituting the values. So look here how we are going to tackle with line method. What is the values they have given? Rates. So where I have to write the rates? 40 on the left side, 60 on the right side. And yes, they have given average. I'll write average in between. Right? Now I don't know the ratio. Right? I have got two ratios. They're asking in what ratio they have to be mixed. Right, guys? Now this ratio depends on which quantity? This side, left side ratio depends on which quantity? Right side. What is it? How much it is? What is this gap? 15. This ratio depends on this. What is this gap? 5. Check it out. Is it the same thing? 15:5. Can I see the ratio is 3:1? Done. How much time it takes? It's just checking out how much is the gap. Even this can be solved. Look here. It was asking for the ratio. We have taken it. We have solved it. It was asking for the weighted average formula. We have taken the same method. We have solved it. All right. Now the other thing is like we have to go out with this one. We have to check out with the case where the rate is unknown. Yes, I'll take out a simple example. I'll take out T1 rate is 40 rupees per kg and T2 rate is not known. X. And they have told their average is going to be 48 rupees per kg. 48 rupees per kg, and they're going to mix in the ratio of, they have given the ratio of 2:3. Now what is the value of the second quantity? Now look here, if we are going to take out N1 by N2 here, N1 by N2 is going to take out this thing that's nothing but 2:3, which is going to take out A2 minus A1. I don't know A2 here, X minus 48 divided by 48 minus 40, right? So if I'm going to take this, I can say 2/3 equals to X minus 48 divided by 8, which will give out 16/3 equals to X minus 48. So I can say 16 equals to 3 into X minus 48. So I'm doing it a little bit faster because I'm not going to follow the same thing, and I'm not asking you to follow also. Okay, so please look here. 16 equals to 3X minus 48 into 3. 120 plus 24, 144. So I can say 3x equals to 144 plus 16, which gives 160. So x gives 160 divided by 3, which gives 53.33. Now look here. Even after looking at this equation, which is very smaller, we have to go through these many things. All right. Now I'll come back to the line method. Okay. Look here. What are the quantities given? One is 40. The other one is not known. It is x. What is the central one? Average is given, which is 48. What I have told, when average is not given, you will be taking out the total. Your average is given, so no need to worry about total. What is this? 2:3. 2:3. Now look here, I cannot apply it over here because this is unknown. This is known, right? So this is 3 parts. 3 parts equals to how much? How much is this? 8. Now look here, the first thing, 3 parts is equals to 8. What is 1 part? That is very, very important. What is it? 8/3. 2.6. We got to know 1 part is 2.6. It's very simple. Next, what is 2 part? 2 part is how much? 5.33. Yes, done. Add 5.33 to this, you will get the answer of 53.33. No bigger multiplication, no equation, nothing. Directly you can solve it. Please understand this, guys. Line method will help you out in solving all the problems in a faster way. Thanks for watching, and for more updates on similar videos, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.